welcome back to Substack.coach. I have not been online recording content for a while here, and I was quite surprised when I logged into my channel and saw that I have subscribers and I have a lot of likes and views. I imagine this is probably because a lot more people are getting onto Substack and starting to write on Substack or share whatever it is that you're sharing, whether it's writing or visuals, and more podcasts. And some of the things about Substack are rather confusing. So today we're going to cover actually writing a post, and obviously you are comfortable with the actual writing part, so I have a post prepped and ready to go. What we're going to cover is more the Substack options and where to find them correctly. I've noticed quite a few questions on the Facebook group for Substack writers, as well as the subreddit for Substack. And I thought that I would do a video to cover things that I've seen popping up quite a bit, as well as some questions that my clients have recently asked me in my coaching business. So let's jump right in and get started with that. I have a post all prepped and ready to go. So here we are on my homepage of my dashboard, and we're just going to jump over to the posts, and of course it pulls up the published posts first, but we're going to hop over to drafts, and this first one here, herbal remedies are the easy part. I'm going to click on that. So of course when you open up a new post, then this is all going to be blank. I have just filled everything in already, and this is ready to go. So the first thing is at the top, it says choose a section. This will only show up if you've already created sections on your Substack. So I have one section, and that's Herbal Healers, but Fierce and Free shows up because that's my main newsletter name. So this post will go under Fierce and Free. I only write in Herbal Healers once a month. So I'm just going to pick Fierce and Free. And if you prefer, you can put it under any of those. Sometimes people mostly write under a specific section. It still shows up on your homepage unless you click the box to tell it not to, which is in the sections part. And I'll put a link to my video that covers sections in the description. For the most part, you'll be able to choose whichever you like here. Now this edit email header and footer, they just give you the option here. You can find this in the settings of your dashboard as well. We'll just click on that to see what it does. So it opens up a new tab that brings you to your headers and your footers and your banner images. Now, this is completely optional. If you do not put anything in the banner image or the header or the footer, it does not look like anything's missing. So you can completely write and post without ever using this part of your Substack. However, if you want to, you can edit this however you like. You can see I've included a banner image. This banner image shows up in the emails. It never shows up on the website. It only goes out with the emails. And my headers are blank right now. And my footers I use to advertise my Substack.coach website. So if I wanted to say, let's just say that I was introducing something new to my Substack, I might click on this and go edit, and then it brings up your typical Substack editor, and I could write in coming soon and a new podcast, something along those lines, and then maybe I would add a link to the new podcast section or something like that, and then I would just save it, and then that would go out at the top of every single email that goes to my clients. Perhaps I would put in a link to a new website or something that I wanted my subscribers to see. So I am not going to do anything there right now. So that is your headers, footers, and your banner. So once you're happy with this, you would fill out your title. The subtitle is completely optional. Here you can see this is my byline. You can add a guest byline. You can see I have a couple sort of other people on these are just me in a different name, on my Substack. And so I could add these as bylines. And if you have someone that you're collaborating with, you could add them as well. So going through this quickly, you can see I have a few links with my bullet points. These are to older posts within this mini series. You can see this is part 5. Headings, regular text, dividers, numbers. I always include a share button. This is the share this post button. And an image that is so that it just looks nice when it shows up on your site, and also so that it looks nice in social media posts and on Google if it comes up on Google. And then at the end, I always add a share the publication. So this is share fierce and free. Yours will say share your publication name, and 1 subscribe button. I try not to spam with a lot of subscribe buttons, but I do add 1. And then I liked this here is a quote. So there's a couple different ways you can do quotes. This is called a poll quote. Typically, it is a quote. A poll quote is one that has been taken from the body of the post, and then you're kind of drawing attention to it. But I just do it as like an extra quote. I just like the way it looks. So I'm not using it correctly, but whatever. And you can also do a block quote, which shows up this way. I'm going to put that back into a poll quote. And this should be inside. There we go. And another link. So then there is one more thing I'm going to show you here. If you are a paid subscription, you would go under here, and this is where you could find your manual paywall to insert. Mine will probably just give me a thing. Nope, I'm not paid, so this paywall won't actually do anything. But this is what it looks like. And then anything below this is invisible to free subscribers, and they will have a little box in whatever your accent color is. Mine is this indigo blue. And the box will just say, you might have, if you have free trials turned on, it will offer them a free trial. And if you don't, it will just say below is paid content and give them a button to upgrade their subscription. So now there are 2 buttons that you can push next. One is settings in the bottom right hand corner, and one is continue in the top right hand corner. So we're going to go to settings. We're going to try to go to settings. I got to move me out of the way here. Settings, here we go. Now, post settings has this post is for everyone or paid subscribers only if you're turned on, and allow comments from everyone or no one. Now, these 2 screens, post settings, and when you click on continue, you'll get one called publish. They're similar enough to be incredibly annoyingly confusing to new users because they have different options, but they look almost the same. So we'll just go through both here. So this post is for everyone, allow comments from everyone, order comments by, you can change that if you want. This post belongs in, you can change your section here as well. And if you have tags, you can add tags here. And I do have another video about adding tags, which I will link in the description. You can send yourself a test email to kind of see how it looks before you really send it out to everybody. And you also have a secret draft link that you can send to people. Now, this part, the social preview, you can see it has the title of my post, and then it actually has the description of my actual publication, not the subtitle of my post. Sometimes it will put in the subtitle of your post, sometimes it'll put it in the first few lines, but I've noticed recently that most of the time it has the description of my newsletter, and I'm actually okay with that. This is what will show up in the Substack Reader app and also in any search results. So the picture, I can click on it and I can change it to other pictures. This is my logo, my banner, and my profile picture. And I can also upload new and pick one from my computer. Now the SEO options you can also change. This is where you will find the post URL. And this is the link that you would copy. So let's just say that you're working ahead and you're scheduling your posts ahead of time, and you also want to schedule your social media on your Meta account ahead of time. This is the link that you need to actually schedule that post for your social media account. So you would copy this link and then add it to your ad or your post. So you can change your SEO description, and you can change your SEO title. They can be different from the social preview one and different from what's actually in your post. And this is where you can also delete your post. So I'm just going to X out of that. If you have anything changed, it'll prompt you to save it. Like it'll be immediately underneath the section that you changed. But I haven't changed anything, so I'm just going to X that out. So now if I hit continue, now you can see that the publish page looks almost identical to the settings page, but one of the main differences is if you are a paid newsletter, this is the page, publish, that you need in order to be able to click free preview. And that'll be a third box that shows up here. So this is where you would click how much of a preview you want, or if you want to send a free preview to your paying clients, paying subscribers. Again, it has the social media, it does not have the SEO, and this is where you can uncheck this button. It will publish to your site and not send out, or send it, and this is where you can schedule it. So you simply schedule and then click on the calendar, choose the date, and choose the time. I like my post to go out at 8 o'clock on Monday morning. And then you just click this button at the bottom, send to everyone in 3 days, and Substack will generate your media. So here you can copy this link and you can share it to Facebook, to Twitter, share to Instagram, all of those things. These buttons you would just want, if you click share to Facebook, make sure you schedule it to line up to when the post actually comes out. Otherwise the link will just bring them to like this picture and not an actual post, which is annoying. And then it does give you some options for posts, for social media posts in different sizes. This is relatively new and that's pretty cool. I still like to create my own in Canva and make it look the way I want to, but still, these are kind of nice. Well, these ones aren't, but the ones that are actually there are pretty nice options for you. There we go, there's a good one. So, all right, so we are good for today, and hopefully you found that helpful, and it helps you get going with your posting and settings and all of that. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below, or any suggestions or anything that you want me to cover in further videos for your Substack, let me know.